Recording and go.
Once upon a time, my goal was to study abroad, but due to health complications, I wasn't able to. Once upon a following time, my goal was to teach English abroad. I had just spent half the year teaching kids to play tennis and began to realize that the role of an educator was something that greatly appealed to me. But upon giving the English as a second language thing a little more thought, I began to realize that despite my interest in educating, English as a second language was not something I wanted to spend my days teaching.
I would have been using the students' desire to learn for my own gain. Using them as a way to live temporarily in another country. Sure, I wouldn't have minded teaching, but I wasn't really passionate about it, and I knew that. I think that would probably lead to unhappiness, whether it be mine or the students, so I declined the position.
See, my mom, she's been an elementary school teacher for over 20 years, and I've experienced her effect on her students firsthand. She has many outstanding traits, but it really might be her role as an educator that makes me the most proud. I think everyone deserves to learn from an impassioned educator, and I believe that because of her. Anyways, let's fast forward to today.
I've been in New York for about 3 years now. I came here looking for something, as I'm sure millions do, yet I still couldn't tell you exactly what it was that I'm looking for, as I'm sure millions can't. But I can say that ever since I started taking photos, I could just feel my brain open up in a way that I've never experienced before. See, I never really felt encouraged to take photos. There was limited access to that world living in North Carolina. Not that it was the Stone Ages, but photography seemed like something that only the elect were allowed to do. They were the photographers, and I was not. I just assumed that I'd missed the boat. See, this I think is foolish, and I hate to think that anyone with a story to tell or a message to convey would feel that way about any art form that would allow them to do so. I think images, both still and moving, are the most compelling way to speak to the world today. Though I may have started out self-conscious, that was my only real hindrance. For that, I'm lucky. At least I knew that photography and videography existed in an art form and had access to these examples. But these kids in Bhutan, Cambodia, Honduras, Nepal, they have no idea. See, I love the idea of bringing this technology to kids. The ones that may never have access to this in their whole lives. Helping them realize it exists and can be used by anyone is something that I'm very passionate about. And whether this winds up a motivation for them to work in this world, or just something that opens their minds to the fact there's new possibilities out there, it doesn't really matter to me. Both effects can do wonderfully positive things for them.
I've been hoping for a project for a long time now, something that would combine my interests in a way that I could fully support. And I believe that Filmmakers Without Borders is that project. In an essay entitled The Work of Art in the Age of Mechanical Reproduction, Walter Benjamin talks about the effects the advent of film and photography has on art and culture, our realities. After explaining the impact that art has on reality, he states that the adjustment of reality to the masses and of the masses to reality is a process of unlimited scope, as much for thinking as for perception. And I think this relates directly to Filmmakers Without Borders' presence in all of these countries. New realities are being brought to these removed locations, and this will not only change the way they see, but it's going to change the way they think.
But what I love about this project is that there is no motive to teach these kids anything other than another form of expression. We're not telling them how to think or how to see. We're just showing them a way to think and see differently should they choose. I would absolutely love to be a part of this.
You got it.